Baby, we're back like umqolo right here on your favorite breakfast show. And of course, we only ever bring you superstars. And this morning, we get to celebrate a lady who is going to take South Africa across the world again. Yeah, well, she is not someone who is, a little bit new to this. No, not at all. Because she is the queen, her majesty, if you will. I'm talking about none other than Busiswa. My friend, she is someone who is partnering up with Sampra as well as the AMCR. And we get to go and see her actually do the things in Germany. And one thing I love about her is that she's not just a musician, she's also a poet, she's also a performer of note, she's also just an African treasure, and all of the things in between. She's my fave, your fave, and Beyonce's fave. Everybody, let's welcome Busiswa, please.
Yeah.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh, not we're back like taking African music to the forefront.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Mdaze. And we're so proud of you, Busiswa. Over and over again.
I appreciate it.
Oh, man.
It's always a pleasure to take African music to the world.
Yes.
Anytime I get the opportunity. This time it's the Reeperbahn Festival.
Yeah.
All the way in Germany.
Come on.
And we're just speaking about the ways in which South African music in particular has had platforms all over the world organically. And what we're saying is that as artists, as young people, as young artists from South Africa, we've been doing this without, assistance or aid. We've been doing it based off of our passion, our natural talents, our God-given talents. And of course, we're doing it in big ways. We're seeing awards coming into the, to the country. We're seeing representation in all parts of the world. And so it's important for us to also have a say and have a voice. And that's why platforms like the Reeperbahn Festival are important, because it's not just us. We perform, we do that. We do that, right?
Well, you know how to do that.
We do that,
on
right?
a world stage.
But it's important for us to have the conversations where we're saying, this is what we need, this is how we see ourselves growing, and this is how we see it becoming the norm for African music to be big all over the world for generations to come.
And this is why I love the fact that you're not just going to perform, like you say, you're actually going to be on the panels and speaking to the world and letting them know what it is, so that they don't get it wrong when they put Amapiano in the Afrobeat section. You know what I'm talking about?
Awkward.
But we're still happy for Tyler, but we love that she called it out as well.
Definitely. We have to call it out, and we have to keep speaking up for ourselves every time we get a chance. That's why I love what Tyler did, and that's why I love the platforms that give us those opportunities.
100%, babe. But I want to go back quickly just to the core of who Busiswa is. Because yes, you're a musician, like I said, but poetry is something that honestly sets your heart on fire, which is why you're also known as a poet. Which one between the two sets your heart on fire the most, my babes? I'm putting you on the spot.
It has to be poetry, because wordplay is my thing. You know what I mean? If you can play with words, if you can increase your vocabulary, if you can expand your understanding of your emotions, you can express yourself, you can be confident. So that always puts me at the forefront. That is what makes me stand out from other artists, is that, I'm able to put a feeling into words. So without the poetry section being on fire,
and this is why, like you said, you come out on top. Thank you very much.
Always, Carla.
But I have to ask you, do you remember the very first hit that you ever had? Like the one that put you out there for real?
Yeah, it was definitely My Name Is with DJ Zinhle. House music was something I was new to. I did some songs with producers like Sobubzin, DJ Clap, the Uru guys. Oskido then came into their radar, and then I came into his radar. And that's how I got into Kalawa Jasmine, and I came to be known by the world. I remember the first time I performed that song was in Botswana with DJ Zinhle herself. And it was the first time that I heard a crowd of thousands of people singing my own lyrics back to me. It was magical.
That's so beautiful. I just got goosebumps. I can imagine. But with that being said, you went from performing for the first time with DJ Zinhle in Botswana to performing with Beyonce, honey. Hey! What did that mean to you, and what was that like? Was it one of those surreal moments where you kind of had to keep telling yourself that this is happening?
It was life-changing. There's nothing like it. I think for me, she's the quintessential global superstar. She's not like one of, she's the quintessential. And for me to have had an opportunity to be directed by her on set, to learn from her, to see how she does everything, how she instructs and leads on set as an artist, as a performer, I cannot have any kind of university education that's going to teach me that. But an experience of one day has actually showed me the kind of artist, the kind of leader, the kind of performer that I want to be. She's the first on set, the last off. You understand? She's rehearsing harder. She knows every single corner, every single light, every single staff member's name on set, you
Sure,
understand? So
Busiswa.
I know why she's the best. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, and I really hope that I can reach, the levels where I can be that for Africa as well.
You already are our Beyonce. What do you mean?
Amen.
Come in.
Amen.
But babe, I want to hear about this EP now that you're going to be actually recording in Germany. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm working on a couple of projects. I'm enjoying experimenting right now. So, Paradise Music is the one that hosts Africa Rising Music Conference.
Okay.
Here in Africa, they're taking a couple of South African artists over to Germany.
Yeah.
We're going to be working on some music. We're doing some studio sessions with some amazing producers that will get us, hopefully, at the forefront also of the dance music scene in Europe. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We're doing it in Africa. We're representing. It's artists like The Joy, Obongeziwe Mabandla, Namakau as well. These are names that have cemented themselves here on the continent. And so we're saying we want to export it, we want to experiment, and also want to bring back some knowledge as well.
Love that.
I've brought some friends of mine, Mega Drums.
Yes.
Viral Stars, Mega Drums, and they did China with Lady Do. So I'm also doing an EP with them as well.
Wow.
We're working on making December.
It better be lit, Kemdaza.
Tonga.
You are our party starters. We trust you, the ministers of groove. So we are waiting for the...
Tumamina.
Amen.
Tumamina.
The service delivery shall be great.
Thank you.
So, babe, tell me now, in terms of you and Mega Drums, what do we need to know?
All you need to know is that, it's super hits. It's a new single now. It's called Ibasi. We're going to perform it at the end of this show.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
Very much today. And we are hoping to just take it to every corner of the country, every corner of the continent. South African music is always so welcome everywhere in the world. We've seen a TikTok takeover from Mega Drums, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I joined forces with them to say, you know what, I want to work with young producers as well. I want to work with the newest ones, the freshest ones, the dopest ones. And that's what that is.
Come on.
Anyway.
Her Majesty, the Queen, we appreciate you being in our presence. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait for your beautiful performance with Mega Drums
Yeah,
and
well.
Expresso family. This is why you need to make sure you do not miss out on it, because what are you doing if you're not sticking around for this? It's going to be magic on your screen. Thank you very much. But before we get to that, we got a whole lot still to do. And of course, it is also with our beautiful Cape Town family. Carissa and Carl, what's going down, babies?